Hey guys, welcome to a video of MaxiAspie, and I'm very sorry that I have been away for quite a long time. As you know, in my last video I was sort of trying to review what was best for the channel, and obviously time has gone very quickly with all the advocacy work I do along with my full-time job and everything else. It's really gone really quick, but I want you to know that my plan is to come back to YouTube, maybe a video every 2 weeks, better quality and everything else. But the main reason I am here today is because I would not miss Autism Acceptance Week and my yearly series, The Autism Connections for the World. So for people that don't know what the Autism Connections is, it's where I interview neurotypical people, neurodiverse people, doctors, professionals, MPs, everybody basically, and get their views on neurodiversity and autism. So I'm pleased to say that on this year's Autism Connections, we have the following guests. Our first guest, we have Mark Rist. Mark Rist is the head of education at More Education, a charity which launched in 2019 with the aim of creating specialist schools for those young people who could not access mainstream education. The interview with Mark is fantastic. It really explores his journey, where he's been in his life and what's got him to the point of where he is now. He's got a diagnosis himself along with his children, and the episode is really just great to watch. The next guest after him, we have Alex Manners. Alex is a neurodiversity and autism speaker and has spoken at many events and companies. Alex was just a joy to have on the show. He really understands it, you know, he really gets it, and it's so nice to talk to a fellow autistic person who really understands their condition, how it affects him, and knows that it doesn't affect everybody in the same way, but him knowing how his condition affects him was just brilliant and such a great insight in that episode. Next guest, we have Penny Taylor. So Penny was an old teacher of mine at a special educational needs school, and she has now gone on to work in the Cayman Islands. I'm really proud of her, and honestly it's teachers like her that made me motivated to do well in school. So in that episode we talk about what it was like working in the school, what it was like having me as a pupil, and what it's like in the Cayman Islands, you know, teaching neurodiversity over there. So that is all the online interviews, being Mark Rist, Alex Manners and Penny Taylor. Those three are always online. In traditional fashion, we always have 3 online and 3 in person. So in the in-person interviews, the first guest I have is Steph Akerman. Now Steph was a crucial part when I first started work in my apprenticeship and in my first ever job. So we talk about what it was like getting me on that apprenticeship scheme, what it was like having me as a worker, but also more importantly, she is the mother of an autistic person, being Ollie, and she really describes her journey as a parent and what it's been like for her to get that diagnosis and support Ollie growing up. In episode 5, many of you might know him as the SmackDown GM on my other YouTube channel, Maxi Games, but my other guest is my childhood friend, Karl Harvey. I've known Karl since I was 6 years old, and in our episode we talk about our friendship, what it was like being friends with an autistic person, what the stigma was around that, and what teaching he got and what his process through the education sector was like, and what he thinks needs to improve. And I say last guest, but actually we have got a secret bonus guest this year which will be coming out during Autism Acceptance Week, but all I can say is it was a crucial part of the Buckland review. So there is a special bonus guest, but the last known guest and in-person interview is Paul Isaacs. So Paul is autistic and he started speaking about autism in 2009. Paul was incredible, I have to say. His knowledge and everything, you know, some of the things he was saying was way over my head, you know, so it's so nice to see somebody again that really has done the research, has delved into it, and being autistic himself, really wanted to learn more about it. And, you know, he's a real good ambassador for all things autism. So those are all the guests this year, but do not forget about the special bonus guest who is going to be a surprise till close to the time. But these episodes will run for Autism Acceptance Week. The whole idea is to get the channel back into regular sort of viewing, you know, where I release an episode every 2 weeks, but I want the quality and I want the videos to be better than me just talking into a camera. So guys, after this series, may go on a little bit of a hiatus again, but that's really just to get the channel to where I want to be. But for now, really enjoy Autism Connections, really enjoy Autism Acceptance Week, and thank you to all the guests that agreed to come on. It means the world. Thank you guys for watching. Take care and see you this week. Take care. Goodbye for now.